Hey Zara and Quinn. Today, I have a special book I want to read you girls. I can relate to this book a lot, just because it's something as a daddy I had to learn how to do, and it was super frustrating to me at first. But as time went along, I got better and better at it, and I just love the look on your faces once I was able to do it and get better with it. I haven't quite yet mastered it, but take it a day at a time. Fun fact about this book, I was at the library last weekend getting ready to pick it up, and I was busy with work all week, so I didn't have any time really to stop by the library since they closed early and grab the book. So when I checked the app that I used to get the books, it said that the book was checked out, but not by me. So I was a little upset, but I made the best out of the situation and just got a whole bunch of other books so I can read to you girls. So on the way out of the library, I actually saw the book on the shelf, and the name tag that I had associated with it was actually, I think it fell out or something. I don't know. But then the librarian was like, "Oh yeah, we found it. Here you go. Check it out." Super happy that I can read this book to you girls today. The name of the book is Hair Love. The author is Matthew A. Cherry. It's illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Sorry about that. So yeah, without further ado, let us begin. I do want to do something different this time. I'm going to help you understand how words look, Zara. So as I read, I'm going to use my finger. You can just trail along with me as I point to the words. I do want to show you girls something before I begin. You girls know what this is, my little mannequin. Yeah, so this is the mannequin that I use to learn how to braid your hair, Zara, and your hair, Quinn, just to kind of give me the basis of what to do with hair and how to manipulate it and braid it and style it. And then as I got better, I had to take off the training wheels and dig into getting your hair. And so far, last time I did it, so far so good in my opinion. But back to the story. Let us begin. Hair Love. This is Matthew A. Cherry, illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Or Vashti, it depends on Vashti, it depends on the pronunciation. Words are like that. Depends on tomato, have you ever heard about that? I don't think potatoes. People may call them potatoes, but who knows? Anyway, Hair Love. Have a little girl, and then we have a cat. Looks like she is attempting to brush the cat's fur. The cat doesn't seem too happy about that. So there's a little excerpt in the beginning. So let's read this. For the daughters who never grew too old to need a father's helping hand, and the fathers who love to be needed. M.C. M.C. is Matthew Cherry. For my dad and his excellent braiding skills. V.H. That's Vashti Harrison. Hair Love. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, coils, and curls every which way. Let's take a look at her room and see what's going on in here. She has a backpack with the letter Z on it. Has a picture, looks like it's her daddy, and her mommy. Has the nice little decorative string lamps. So at nighttime, she probably uses that as her night light. Her hair is crazy big right now, but she looks peacefully asleep. And then she has a cat laying right there on the bed with her asleep. Looks like she had a little art project going on down here, because we see a bunch of paper and glitter and crayons, and looks like it was a ton of fun the night before. Daddy tells me it is beautiful. That makes me proud. I love my hair. I love that my hair lets me be me. That's very important. You should love everything that you have that lets you be who you are. Everybody's unique. And the hair that you girls have, super unique, super beautiful, and Don't ever let anyone else tell you otherwise. Your hair is so unique. You can do so many cool things with it. It's long, it's dark, and it makes you girls look gorgeous and beautiful. And funky braids with beads, I am a princess. You girls are princesses and your boy's a king. As you can see, she has braids in her hair just like you girls have had braids. It has beads and has cornrows, and the hairstyle looks great on her. Shout out to Zuri. It looks great. And when my hair is in two puffs, I am above the clouds like a superhero. Fun fact, two puff style was the first hairstyle that I've ever learned how to do. Zara used my practice on that. Had a lot of failures and successes with it. But now a two puff hairstyle is something that I would just put your hair in if I'm in the midst of braiding it. But these two puff hairstyle on her looks great. I know you girls wear your hair like that as well. So it's cool that a lot of the hairstyles that Zuri has, you girls can do as well. And you can wear a cape. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when along came the rain. Her hair looks very nice right here. Tea time, nice dress. I'm guessing Rocky may have milk in that cup. Maybe he's drinking tea. You know, it could be a dignified cat. From large to small, it went. Presto. Just like that. Yep, the rain can do that to our hair. It is very unique. If you comb it out, it can be very big and puffy. If you get it wet, it can just shrivel up. But that makes it so much cooler. You can do so many different things. You can look like a different person every single day of the week with your hair. I think that's very cool. There is nothing my hair can't do. Today, I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. I wonder what the day is. As you can see, she's not going to sleep. She's up, and it looks like Rocky is like, hey, I see you're up right now. So, how about you give your boy some tuna, first thing in the morning. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky as we tiptoed past him. Lately, Daddy has been worn out. I don't know what Rocky's up to right now, but it looks like he's up to no good. Daddy looks like he had a long day. He probably it's like he was maybe watching TV, he was reading a book before he went to sleep, and he just passed out. Obviously, he's very comfortable. I don't know if I can fall asleep with my knee up like that, but hey, to each his own. He makes me breakfast, he takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. I think he needs a break. I agree. Daddy does a lot. And that's because her daddy loves Zuri, and you can tell. Based upon everything that he does. So it's very nice that Zuri is thinking about her dad and giving him a break. Because today is special, I want a perfect hairstyle. This calls for a professional's touch. So she's in the bathroom right now. Looks like she's on her iPad. And what's your boy doing? Look at him. Curiosity cat. And let's see what happens next. Pause off, Rocky. Crack. Come on, Rocky. We know you don't have the money to fix that, nor do you have the gas to take it to the Apple store if it has AppleCare Plus, which I'm sure Daddy looks like a pretty smart guy. So he probably went ahead and got the AppleCare Plus insurance. If not, if it's less than a year old, she has the extended warranty. Let's not get too technical into the logistics of Apple products, but you get what I'm saying. Back to the point. Rocky doesn't have gas money, nor does he have money to fix this. So pause off, Rocky. Daddy heard the crash. Zuri, what on earth? He asked. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. I can help too. It'll be a it'll be a piece of cake, Zuzu. I'm guessing Zuzu's her nickname. You know how sometimes are we well, I don't anymore, but people call you baby or Auntie Nita calls you Zaza. So that's very similar to how Zuzu is. Zuri, Zara, kind of cool. Then, Quinn is everyone likes to just call him Quinn, Quinny, Quinn, 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 like 5 Quins at once, but nicknames. My nickname is Eddie. The first style was a big no way. So whenever you see words in all capitals like this, that means it's like a big, like a no, like a you basically express louder how you feel while reading that word. So big was in little, but no way, because she doesn't like this. This hairstyle is funny. So this hairstyle reminds me of the very first hairstyle I did for you, Zara. I think you were around 2, and I didn't know what to do as far as your hair. It's frustrating when, you're a daddy to little girls and you get your hair cut, but you can't get a little girl's haircut because you guys have long, beautiful hair. Well, you can, but most little girls, I know, especially you Zara and Quinn, you girls love your hair, and you want it to be styled so you can look beautiful and look like princesses and have different hairstyles like Zuri does. So I remember, so he put 3. Your daddy got fancy and put 5. Doing a little symmetry thing. Thought I was, on the road. After I figured out how to do the one part and puff it, I was like, okay, cool. Let's keep it going. Let's make it fancy. I was so proud of my work. Just like her daddy looks very proud of it. But now I look back on it, and I have a picture of it too. I'm like, it wasn't bad, but it was a crazy hairstyle. But Zara, you loved it. And I'll always remember how happy you were that I did your hair. So it made me feel good nonetheless, even though now that I know how to do hair better, I look back on that and I'm like, yeah, I could have done better. But anyway, let's continue. The second was no better. No, daddy. Looks like he tried to do French braids, but when you don't have the practice and you're doing it the first time, you just wing it. So it's super frizzy. I love how the artist, by the way, detailed her hair to show the frizz that pops out of, our type of hair. If your hair is not like tightly braided and you have the frizzies coming out of it. Great work, Vashti, however you pronounce it. Great work. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into 2 puffs. That looks good. He looks happy. Everybody looks happy. 2 perfect symmetry, 2 puffs, slick back, puff balls, matching rubber bands. Ouch! Daddy yelled. Never mind. Looks like, as you can see the trajectory of the rubber band, it started at her hair, it popped this way, hit his elbow, somehow sprung from his elbow over to here and sprung and hit him right in the eye. Don't know how that happens. It's crazy how things happen, huh? Wait a minute, Daddy said as he reached into the drawer and pulled out a pick. So a pick, I don't know if you girls have ever seen a pick, but he's holding it. It's like a comb, but the teeth go this way and you hold it. And like when people back in the days, like back in the 1970s, very, very old time, before me or you, maybe around, your grandparents' time. Well, it was around your grandparents' time. People will use the pick and they'll make a big bush out of their hair. So it was like a cool style, And the next, hold on, ta-da! So he's very happy about it. So the next picture, this is how people's hair used to look back in the 70s. Very, very crazy, right? But when everyone was doing it and everybody had the cool leather jackets on and they had the glasses on and, everybody was dressed in a certain way with the bell-bottom jeans and the kind of music and the culture, it was very cool back then. Now, it can be cool depending on who wears it. But for the most part, I think if I gave you girls a bush like this, you girls will probably feel the same way Zuri does. Daddy, really? I said. I'll be right back, he promised. Now, how's that? He asked, pulling a hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. Yeah, Daddy kind of got lazy in that sense. Yeah, that's funny. I really need my hair to be special. As you can see, she's getting upset. And it's very important. I know for a fact that with you girls, when you girls love something, and you having a special big day, don't you want it to be perfect? So looks like her daddy understands, and he does what a great dad does. He hugs her, and lets her know. Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. Because her daddy's not going to give up. Although she's frustrated, he's determined to make his daughter happy. And that's what's very important. Then I had a great idea. All right, let's see what the idea is. I'm glad that Zuri did not give up, and I'm glad she persisted with it and followed through. So, as we see in this next pages, we have Rocky on top. Stay away from everything, Rocky. Just stay away. She has I don't know the exact name of this comb. I want to think it's like a wide tooth comb, possibly. Could be wrong. iPad, little crack, but it still works. Rubber bands, hairpins, hair gel, barrettes, other hair gel. Here's the pick I was talking about. The rat tail comb. I have one of these for you girls as well for parting. And we have a brush, so once everything's slicked back, you can brush, your edges and just make sure everything just stays intact. Daddy gathered all of the tools we needed, and we were set. Oh, Daddy's about to go in. You see how he's holding it? He's like, yeah, I got this now. Just let it all happen. Let's see this work. Watching carefully. So whenever you see like 3 dots, dot, 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 or 3 periods, as you'll understand as you go further in school, usually you kind of want to hold on to the word. So you want to say, carefully. Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. That's what I'm talking about. And that's actually how I learned how to do your hair. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and just watched them over and over again. Tried again on the handy dandy trusty mannequin over here, and finally got the hang of it. Of course, the mannequin was like training wheels, so I finally tried it on you girls. Zara, you're a lot more patient than Quinn. Quinn, I remember I had to hold your hair and run with you around the house because you just thought it was funny. So I run around the house with you while trying to braid your hair. Good times, but sometimes first thing in the morning, super frustrating for Daddy, but I always sat back and I laughed on it. Funky puff buns. Pretty, and so much fun. Rocky approved too. Click. Rocky looks happy. She has her cape on. Her hair looks pretty cool. This is very similar to one of the first hairstyles that I made for you girls as well. I started with a 2-strand twist because it's just easier to do it. And if you can part the right way and you can, twist it the right way, then it can definitely come out to be a very great hairstyle. I put on my superhero cape as the final touch to a perfect look. Does look perfect indeed. Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy! Zuzu seems super excited to see her mommy, and that's always great. Look at this. So we got a bunch of cards at the front. Looks like it's the mommy and daddy's wedding picture. Looks like it's mommy and Zuzu, and then daddy from graduation. You've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I have ever seen, she said. It may have been a while since she's seen her mommy. That's how happy she looks. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. This says, welcome home, Mom. It got kind of cut out right here, but we can kind of put the words together because Mom is M-O-M. And that's the only person whose name has an M and an O in it. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learned from the best. Huh? I think, let's go back and let's look. Not this page. Not this page. I think that is her mommy. Maybe her mommy makes YouTube videos, on how to do hair. So because her mommy wasn't around to do her hair, daddy took a look at the videos and figured it out as well. Very smart daddy. And even though mommy wasn't there, mommy still helped. Daddy said, "So thank you, we learned from the best," daddy said as he gave her a big hug. My hair is mommy, daddy, and me. It's hair love. Flash. And everyone took a selfie, and your boy Rocky got a little bow on top of his head. Doesn't seem very happy. Well, it is what it is. The end. Looks like the back of the book says, sometimes love looks like braids, puffs, and twist. Another great story. I really enjoyed reading this book to you girls just because I could relate so much to this. And just the look on her face once it was done, I can relate to that as well. I hope you girls enjoyed the story. I'm looking forward to reading you plenty of more stories. Whether you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, or the evening, I hope you girls have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.